Hello and welcome to twolots.com. Today I'm joined by Pastor Robert King. Hello Pastor.
Hello.
I'd like to ask you, fortune telling, psychics, tarot cards, palm reading, are they nonsense? Do we believe in them? What do you think, Pastor?
Well, they're not nonsense. The scripture tells us, in fact it tells us quite a few times in the book of Deuteronomy alone, to keep away from such things. So they are real, and we shouldn't go to see any of these people. We shouldn't do even reading stars. Christians read their horoscopes and all that, and we shouldn't be doing any of that stuff. But it's quite sad that so many Christians actively in that, and they're worried about crossing the path of a black cat and won't walk under a ladder, and or so many different things that it's just become crazy. But the church really should be moving in the gifts. We should be moving in the gifts of prophecy and words of knowledge, and I think people in the world go off to palm readers and tarot cards and all that you've been talking about, and the psychics and that. Really, it's the counterfeit, and people go to these people because the church aren't operating in the real thing, and really that's the problem. So the Bible's clear: keep away from it. And it tells us more than once, so we do well to listen, but it tells us no, keep away from it. But it tells us to keep away from it because it is real and it's dangerous, and that's the other problem. It's dangerous. In a church that I grew up in, a couple came into the church, an older couple, and the lady had actually gone to an alternative medicine that she didn't quite understand what she was walking into at the time, and she had cancer. And anyway, she was told recommended to go and see this faith healer. So she'd gone to church all her life and thought, oh, it's a faith healer, I'll go and see her. Anyway, she went to this woman, and she did something to her feet, and sure enough, she was healed of her cancer. But from that moment on, when she left, her testimony was when she left that lady's company, although the cancer had gone, which she found out through the medical report later on, but she started having a problem that she really, really hated her husband. She couldn't stand him, and in the end she had to try and seek some help in that, and it went back to the very moment when she got back in that night from having gone to this faith healer. Yeah. So there lies the problem, that it's the counterfeit, because you could say, well, she got healed, well, she did, but it's the counterfeit. And that's why we need the church to stand up and the church to start moving in the gifts of healing. Then people won't have to go to faith healers. They can come to church, knowing the church I'll get healed in the church. And they want to know the future. Well, the Bible talks about prophetic words and words of knowledge. So the problem is the church are not operating in this stuff, and they should be. And then the world wouldn't have to go running and paying money, because in the church, where this is all flowing, this is all free, it doesn't cost anything, and it's true, and it's real, and it's accurate. When you go to a good church, you really can get a word for somebody. But as far as all the other stuff, it's not nonsense. It's dangerous. So seek God and not the enemy, because all that stuff really is of the devil. It's of Satan, and it's dangerous, because if you remember that the devil's out to steal, kill, and destroy from you. So you might get a word, but it'll be a word from the enemy. And what's his motive for giving you a word? He wants to steal from you, he wants to kill you, he wants to destroy you. So you don't recommend to anybody to go to anything to do with the enemy. But you should be able to plug into a good church and equally get a word from God. And so that's what I would say you should do.
Okay, thank you, Pastor Robert. I'm Maz Loader, and you've been watching twolots.com. Till next time, goodbye.